Good morning, good morning. We are Highway 50. Left Cañon City and headed to Salida. It is a balmy 14 degrees out. The river's flowing with ice. So we'll go up and over I keep doing that. Not Wolf Creek Pass, but Monarch Pass today. We probably have, I don't want to say, actually I could probably find out right here. So we probably have 5,000 pounds on board, which is sort of nice and sort of not. We have enough, it's good for climbing hills, but not so good on this stuff. Beautiful day though. So what I'm doing here, some people think I'm probably driving way too fast. It's a variable thing. In other words, I don't, like we're doing the speed limit right now, 50. Like I'm letting off right there on the throttle. Take it easy around the corners. We went down to like 10, or went 10 down to 40, lost 10 miles an hour. And when I can go faster, meaning I can see it's straight line type thing, I'll go easy on the throttle, get it up and get her moving, and then kind of coast into, I see a curve coming. Like right here, I'm just doing light throttle, easy. Let up. Second position, Jake. Believe it or not, there is pretty good grip on here. Not look like it. It's probably not going to be later. The warmer it gets. We'll get to a point where it gets polished a bit. Melt, freeze type thing. A little brake action right there. Like super, super light on the brakes. So see, now I can open her up a bit here. Which is what I'll do. This corner doesn't look too bad. The other one doesn't look too bad either. See if we can dodge them cluster bombs. So what is today? Today is the 24th of February 2022. And Thursday. So I'm putting a little brake action right there. That's 12 degrees right here. I'm not sure how fast. The shaded areas are going to be more grip. than the sunny areas right here. The ambient temperature is the same, but the sun will kind of polish it up a bit, make it a little bit more slippery. Push it too far here. Comes the thermos. Propane thermos. Propane. Propane. Anybody know that reference? Canada. One little hint. The answer is Mr. Leahy was saying propane. And old Bubbles got to singing it. The Trailer Park Boys. Propane, now it's stuck in my head. The traffic is really thin today, which I'm really excited for. We're pleasantly surprised, definitely pleased. Nothing worse than getting behind somebody who's doing 20 mile an hour. Right now there's 40. And I understand they don't have the experience, but 20 miles an hour is just a bit too slow. Become a hindrance then, Some people have asked me how do I drive on this stuff, and it's just like, hello, darling, female truck driver. Kind of like skiing, snow skiing. Just kind of go with the flow. Kind of go in a rhythmic swish, left, right, Of course, we're not in a semi. I mean, we're not skiing. We're in a semi. But the principle is the same. I mean, you just keep your momentum. Not too fast, not too slow, just right. You kind of ski the highway. Propane. See how it got stuck in my head? This is 3 lanes right here. We have the passing lane, and I'm just floating over both because I can. Ain't nobody around, so why not? A little bit of brake action right here, a little bit of throttle, up. A little brake and a little throttle. Why would you do something like that? Well, you keep a smooth flow of the vehicle. In other words, that's kind of what I'm blowing it down to. You want the vehicle to stay at a nice, smooth flow. Any sudden movements is not good on this stuff. I.e., if I turn really hard right, that would not be good. Hit the brakes hard, that would not be good. But it probably wouldn't be bad. Get a straightaway here. I'll do a brake test to show you what kind of grip we have. Still 12 degrees, which is what I like. I like it when it's nice and cold. You have that grip. I've been on this highway on sunny, dry roads, and I always catch up to people going slow. Yeah, get your lane. I think that dude had a four-wheel drive. So I'm doing some good braking right here. I was laying in bed this morning, just waking up, thinking about what I'll be doing today, what my time frames are. In other words, how long is it going to take me to get from Cañon City to Grand Junction? Dry roads, I think they said 5 hours. We've probably come pretty close to that, driving on this all day, but we'll be hampered, as you see right there with a group of cars. One guy holding everybody else up. I mean, if I'm driving lazy days like that, easy on the brakes here, I'll pull over and let people get around me, and I don't like having people behind me, and I don't like people in front of me. Generally, I don't like people around me when I'm driving at all. Doesn't matter what I'm driving. So people seem to think that if they, especially in Colorado, well, I'm going to stay right next to this guy, like as if he's a padded wall, so that if the guy loses control, he'll bounce off something nice and gently, and that car will keep him from going off the highway. I don't know what their mentality is, what they're thinking, but in reality that's the worst thing you could do. Because if you lost control and spun out, you went off into the side here, probably aren't going to do any damage unless you hit a guardrail, But a lot of times you come out of it unscathed. But they insist on parking, parking while they're driving on the highway next to another vehicle. So here's the lines. We're split highway. See, when I accelerate like that, if I was going to break loose, instantly get off the throttle, you'd feel it. Probably hear it. Hear the RPMs rev up a bit. Just let off the throttle. You can coast at high speed because you're not doing anything but rolling. It's when you interact with it, with the roll, you have a problem. Could have a problem if you don't know what you're doing. I'll use brakes right here. Bring her down, a little bit more. There we go. If you're going to drive on this stuff, you have to be in complete control at all times. Start relaxing and sightseeing, that's when you can have issues. I think I parked right here on the left there. Did a 30 and hit the river. I think. No, there's a lot of turnouts, so. This is one of my favorite rivers right here, too, to fish. Springtime. Springtime in the Rockies. Lone Pine. There's a Lone Pine, California. That's Lone Pine Recreation Area. I think the storm, bring her down. I think the storm dropped more snow south of 70 than north, but I'm not sure. Haven't done a brake test yet. Try it right here, a good spot. Doing 40 mile an hour. That's hitting the brakes pretty hard. What does this say here? Sudden deceleration. It says it on my computer. The Obama clock. So yeah, it's pretty slick out. I'll give it that. But the grip is about what I thought. Maybe a little slipperier than what I thought, but it was in the realm of what I was feeling, because you do kind of feel the road. That's, some people, they get, and I understand it to a degree, I guess, but if they're doing 30 miles an hour, they do that just steady, 30, 30, 30. Maybe slower, coming around corners and stuff like that. And I don't drive that way, as you can see. I'll accelerate, I'll slow down, I'll accelerate, I'll slow down. Plow truck right there where we're riding on would be nice. A little thick, but we'll get through it, I think. Salida, 23 miles. We're actually making excellent time. I think we left Cañon City maybe a half hour ago. Degrees right here. Let up on the throttle. I think I'm going to put a little bit of brake action. I think we probably were good to coast around it, but I think it's a little fast. So brakes were necessary right there. I'm getting hungry. I'll unload here in Salida and then grab something to eat and go up and over Monarch. So I got a problem with my drone. Well, it's their problem, but it affects me. Google updated my phone to Android 12, and now I go to fire up the app for the drone, and it just crashes. Turns on, turns off. Boom. So I called them up. They worked me through it, and then boom, nothing. Well, we'll have to get on this and do our research and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. So a couple days later, they got a hold of me and I tried their fix and yeah, no, it's still not working. And so I ordered a new phone, the 22 Ultra, just because, I always use notes, the note phones. Started with a Note 2. And I wanted to stay with that. And then their new one, the Ultra, has a pen. Technically, it's a note. So that's why I ordered it. Mine's 2.5 years old, but I know I've done one insurance claim, maybe two, and the insurance claim was initially it kept saying that the charging port, they detected water. It detected water, and so it won't let you charge the phone. I was able to charge it wirelessly. But I took it in there and I go, look, this is not cool. It should be under warranty, and she goes, well, you got insurance, so they sent one, but I don't remember if I did it again or just the one time. It's been a good phone though. So we're doing 49 and a 50. I'll let up a little bit. I don't know. If a cop told me, "Oh, you need to slow down," I'm like, "Dude, I'm a professional driver. I'm from the snow. That's what I do. You know what I'm doing. I'm not your Floridian who came up here to play in the snow." I know what he would do, regardless of what I tell him. So, slush puppies. I looked a while back and I saw that this corner had some grip on it. Right here. I think it's just a lazy one. We do let up on the throttle before we hit it. And those flags are windy. There's a little breeze out there, but those are stationary like that. So right here, these tires, that's plenty of grip, really good grip. Half the truck's on snow, the other half's on wet asphalt, so it's just fine. You have to get over more though. No traffic showed up lately. It was nice and quiet for the longest time. A little brake action here over the bridge and make a left over the bridge. Dumb and Dumber reference. I'm getting hungry. This is broken down a little bit. Do some more filming. We get up on Monarch Pass. So we'll just end this video here. It's probably going to be like this the rest of the way into Salida. We're good to go. Get this thing unloaded, get something to eat. Running low on fuel in my gut. Full tank on Bessie. See, too, is like when the snow and all this stuff slows you down, I try to average my speed up. I can't see what I'm doing, so I bring her down. When I can, to compensate for all the slow times I had to go, to help compensate for it. But anyway, we'll call this video good. Thanks again for riding shotgun with Mountain Man Mike. Until the next time, enjoy. Peace. She had four-wheel drive and she's just putting along. If I was in our Jeep right now, we would have it in 4x, just so that the rear wheels don't break loose. Put you into a spin, doctor. See ya! Okay, we are westbound and down. Highway 50 over Monarch Pass. We unloaded there in Salida, grabbed a quick bite, and then we hit the highway. We're lighter for the fact of stopping at Salida, but we're doing pretty good climbing wise. As you can see, it is breezy out. We're just running on a single axle. In other words, I don't have my other axle interlocked. I don't really need it yet. Maybe might need it. We'll see. This. Maybe there's a barn up here he's going to pull into. Looks like he just turned around. Dog sled rides. I know you didn't sign up for this either, so we'll see you in a bit. It must have just happened. No wait. Have to go down easy on these when you're empty. Looks like he fought it for a little bit. Yeah, 5 degrees. Temperature's good. I don't know if he can radio highway patrol. Is he gonna turn around? Let's see what he's doing here. Maybe I'm the one that's in the wrong. Do a little test. That's pretty good grip. Of course, we have the snow tires. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, he's on the radio. I'm sure he's Probably getting a hold of State Patrol. So we're light, but we do have some weight. We have snow tires as well. So you got some sand down the highway here a bit. I don't know what he did wrong to cause him to lose it the way he did, but lose it he did. I can't see what position, Jake, I am in. I'm in none. So let's go to 1. There we go. There's 1. Holding pretty good. Let's try 2. We are light, so we have to be careful of breaking them traction tires loose. Just roll with the flow. And I put on my driving gloves. A little brake action there. My radio's not working. I'd warn this guy. Should have probably sent somebody up top. They probably shut down the highway. I would say we made it through just in time. I'll probably put flaggers up and then run a few down and then stop it, let a few go up, stop it, let a few go down, stop it. Of course, even empty, we are a lot heavier than that guy was. I don't think he has a Jake on that pickup. Might. But if he did, and no weight at all, that trailer doesn't weigh much, nothing compared to, like, even empty. This trailer has weight. But then again, we also have our other axle. So we got some weight there as well. You're talking that little pickup truck, not a whole lot of weight. Had you had a car on that trailer, I'd probably give him a ticket for improper mountain driving. I don't want to get too far to the right. You can see the delineator there, but where exactly is the edge? I suppose we're okay here, but you don't want to go over too far and then end up going in the hole or a ditch or something like that. Bring her down a little bit, Mikey. Bring her down, clown. I'm gonna hit iced tea here. Get a full cup of ice, half, because there's sugar, their iced tea, the sweet tea is really sweet. So I add probably a third of sweet tea and then 2/3, or go half and half. It should just go all unsweet, but don't eat a whole lot of sugar. Quit drinking soda pop. This stuff looks really slippery right here. It just looks slippery. I don't see any kind of sand in this mix. 6 degrees, so that helps, but not a whole lot. Running up empty. So as long as we just take our little sweet time here when we get into slippery stuff here. It's like they kind of need to throw some more sand on this side, but looks like a lot of traffic going one way. Still using one position Jake. I say we probably have 3,000 pounds on board. Let's see. About 4,000 pounds we have on board, all over our drives, which is where you want it. And it's like that soft snow on top of the ice pack. Now we get a little bit more traction here. One position Jake holding us just about right. 28 mile per hour. It's dropping a little bit. We've got 6 cars behind us, but they're back there a ways. Warming up a bit. I think this is where it drops a lot more. Didn't see their runaway truck wrap anywhere. Said it had one. If you need one, I don't think you're gonna make it into one. There it is up there. Because you'd be going so fast that see, now the ground's different right here. But you'd be going so fast you wouldn't make the corners. using my brakes a lot more than I normally would. So she had 2 loads, because I'm taking some time off for a couple of days. I had to do that solar thing. Mindy, she said she had 2 loads going to back to Grand Junction. I took one out there, then went to Montrose, loaded up, took that to Denver. Then she goes, and then I can get you back again. There's a Grand Junction. I have one going right, just one stop Grand Junction, or I have one Cañon City, Salida, 2 Grand Junction. I go, give me that one, which puts us here. A lot of drivers would be like, I don't want to come over this mountain pass. I don't want to deal with this with a light trailer. And I could understand why. But I was looking at it as more miles, more stops, more money. You don't get a whole lot anyway running to Denver and back. Even if you could do it in one day, especially wintertime, if you could do it in one day, it's 500 miles, you know. If you had light loads and you could go there, back, and then start another one, then yeah, it wouldn't be bad. But yeah, so I'm like, I don't care about the snow at all. I was just thinking the mileage, you know. This one pays a lot more than the other one. The other one's a lot easier. But you're still up in the mountains, and more than likely, probably, I'd say, Vail Pass is snow-packed, and you know, we're barefoot right now. I don't know if we're supposed to be chained up or what. I don't know. I didn't see a sign. Don't know if I was paying attention or not. I would assume that it is chains required, but you know, I need to look into this too, because they said that chains or alternative devices, and I mean, I would think snow tires would count, and then throw in some skill, or should say experience with it then. We are almost down. We can open it up a bit, but we're going to have to be careful because this stuff is slick Rick. And those cars, they're still back there. It's crept up a little bit on me, not a whole lot. And I'm sure they're thankful that I'm not doing 10 miles an hour. And I'm grateful there's someone not in front of me doing 10 miles an hour. To watch this corner. So I think let's bring her down. The wind's blowing it across, so we hit that, and if we're going too fast, we'd have an issue real quick. Wasn't expecting any wind, but it wouldn't be our first rodeo being in the mountains with an empty or light trailer. Been there, done that. Saguache County. Those guys are like way down yonder in the Chattahoochee. They're way behind us. Woohoo! Made it through! That was Wolf Creek Pass. We're done. We have another mountains over there by, was it west of Gunnison? Maybe we could do some filming on that one too. We'll call this video good for now. Thanks again for riding shotgun with Mountain Man Mike. Till the next time, enjoy. Peace. These roads are just wet, but these people are going to act like they're driving on Snowpack. See ya!